Okay, so today we're going to look at which answer is closest is what it's called. But what we're really doing is we're talking about estimating. So even if you don't know how to do it exactly, or maybe it would take a long time to do it exactly, you can estimate, because on the Mathletics test, most of the questions are multiple choice. So I want you to be able to look at the multiple choice and at least get it down to 2 good answers so that you're guessing at 50%. But if you can, maybe you can get it down to 1 good answer without actually doing a lot of math on paper. So Isaiah's with me today, and we're just going to start looking at these. He has not seen this before, so his thoughts are thoughts right off the bat. Okay, this first one, Isaiah, we have 4.4 plus 49. Which answer would you go with?
Well, it would be 53.4.
You're supposed to be estimating.
Closest one is
55. So how could you estimate? You could just change this to 5, and you could even change this to 50. And now you have 5 plus 50. Ta-da, 55. Okay, so don't give me an exact answer on this next one. I want you to estimate. Just tell me A, B, C, or D. Which one's closest?
C.
Okay, so 3012 minus 3.9. I just round that to 4. 3012 minus 4 is a little bit less than 3012, but not quite down to 3000. So he is correct. This is a good answer. Okay. 5.32 times 49. How could you estimate that? Which one? I mean, these are factors of 10 apart. So we've got to be able to just pick the best one, right?
250.
250 is what he says. Okay, so if I change this to 50 and I change this one to 5, 5 times 5 is 25, and then I add a 0. So he is correct. Way to fly through these, buddy. All right. 547 divided by 5. There's 2 kind of good answers, but there's one better answer. What do you think?
I think 100.
110. Why didn't you go with 100?
Because, well, I just think it looks better.
Okay, let's say if it was 500 even divided by 5, then it would be exactly 100, right? But this is quite a bit more than 500. It's 47 more.
It's about 550.
Yeah, it's about 550. And so
that would give it one more 10 to go to 110.
That's right. So 100 is not quite close enough. 110 is a better answer. Okay, this one right here, 7/8 minus 3/4. Now this is getting a little bit hard, right? 7/8 is almost 8/8. So it's almost 1. And 3/4 is actually pretty close to 4/4. It's almost 1. So I'd go with 0 on this one.
Too.
Even though we know there's going to be a little something there, there's not going to be much there. I would just go with 0. If you want to know exactly, it is 1/8, which is closer to 0 than it is to 1/2. So I think our 0 answer is correct. What about 3/4 times 18?
Well, 1 times 18 is 18, so
it's somewhere around 18, but is it more or less than 18?
Less. So I'd go with 13.
Yeah. So I think
the closest
13 is a good answer. So what did Isaiah do? He took this 3/4 and he said, I'm just going to make it 1. 1 times 18 is a really easy number, and that's 18. And then I said, is it more or less than 18? Should we go up to 24 or should we go down to 13? And we look at this and we said, well, that's a little less than 1. So this should be lower. So 13 is a good choice. Excellent. What about 7/8 plus 1/4?
Probably 1.
Okay, talk me through your reasoning on this one.
Well, 7/8 is almost 1, you said, and 1/4 is close to 0.
There you go.
So if you add the 1/4 to the 7/8, it would probably be about 1.
Yes. So we went up on this one and we went down on our estimation on this one. So that's actually a good strategy to get back in the middle. If you up both of them, then you know that your answer is going to be a little higher than what it actually should be. But if you up one and you go down on one, then you know that you're going to be pretty close. So good. Okay, this one is always a tough one. 1/2 divided by 2.
1/4.
The exact answer is 1/4. So just to show you fraction wise, if this is a whole, I have a half. I have this side over here. And I'm going to divide it into 2 pieces. So then how much do I have? I actually have 1/4. So on this, in this case, I would say it's closest to 0 than any of these others. So that was a tricky one that we actually did solve exactly. Okay, last one. 7/8 times 3/4.
Hmm.
Okay, let's think about rounding them. What is 7/8 going to round to?
1. So yeah, 1.
And then 3/4 is going to round to 1. And we're multiplying 1 times 1. So that is 1 is a better answer than 2. That was a little tricky. Do you think the actual answer is going to be more or less?
Less.
I think
It
so,
would
because
probably be
both
close to
numbers are
3/4.
less than 1. But you know what? I don't even know how to do this in my head, so I'm going to use the calculator. Yes, it actually comes out to almost half. It's about 0.65. So 1 is a better answer than anything else because there wasn't even a 0 listed. Okay, so that's all we have for today. I just want to make sure that you are estimating, and so that you can look at your answer that you get and you can say, is that reasonable? So I want you to always be looking for, is your answer reasonable? And you can do that by just estimating. All right, we have our competition on January 20th. So we will be getting together next Thursday. So this is our last practice together.